Everybody welcome Liquor Girl when she dropping. She taking on the world when the topics. This girl is a problem.
Yeah.
Hit that like button if you feeling that. Show her some respect, she gon' send it back. Everybody welcome Liquor Girl when she dropping. She taking on the world when the topics. This girl is a problem. Hit the like button if you feeling that. Show her some respect, she gon' send it back. Facts.
Representing Lakers World Order.
Laker Girl 36. Good afternoon, everybody. This is your girl, Laker Girl 36. Laker Girl 36. It has been a while since I have been live. This is a pull-up show. We're going to talk a little NBA basketball. If you guys are new, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share to my channel. Whoever would like to come up, the link is in the community post. Big shout out to my moderators. You guys know who you guys are. Actually, I will post the link right here in the comments too. That way it'll be easier for people to come on. Salute, go, James, brother. How are you today? Let me go ahead and post the link in the community, so whoever would like to pull up, they're more than welcome to. The link is now in the comments, whoever would like to pull up. Hope everybody is having a good Saturday today. Again, the link is in the comments. Whoever would like to pull up and talk a little NBA basketball. Again, if you guys are new, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share if you guys are new. Hope everybody is having a good Saturday today. Again, the link is in the comments. This is a pull-up show. For whoever would like to come up and talk a little basketball. Salute, Lewis. How are you today?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for asking.
No problem. No problem. What you want to talk about?
We're going to talk a little basketball.
Okay. Where we going? We going Lakers talk first, or we going playoff? Where we going?
Yes, we're going to talk some Lakers. We're going to talk some playoffs too.
All right, for sure. What you want to start with? You want to start with the Lakers first, or you want to start with the?
We're going to start with the Lakers first.
All right.
Welcome, brother. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Trying to prop my phone up. So I can. Okay, there we go. What's up, Lewis?
What's up, bro?
Chilling.
Okay.
So, my first question to you guys, with free agency around the corner, do you guys see any new additions coming on the Lakers roster?
Yes,
Most
and
definitely.
the person I see coming, um, it could be a long shot, but it is a possibility. Um, Giannis.
I can see that. I can see that.
Hmm.
Because we need a big man, for real. We do.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes, indeed.
Because Luca, LeBron, they can't
And
do it by
Giannis.
themselves. They can't do it by themselves, man.
No.
And we don't need. Well, LeBron finna be freaking 41 years old. We don't need him over here playing center. You know what I'm
No.
saying? We don't need him wasting his energy. We need him to be ready for the playoff, which I know he will, but still, we don't need him playing center every time.
Hmm.
I agree. I could see Giannis being a Laker.
I can see that.
Yep. It would really be surprising if he doesn't.
It would.
Yeah.
Other than Giannis being a Laker, do you guys see any current players coming back on the roster that is on the that is going to come back, or do you guys see any other players that is going to go to a different team? Or who would you guys like to see come back on the Lakers?
Hmm. Of course, I'd like to see Luca come back.
Yeah.
Um, um, hmm.
Me, I would like to see Dorian Finney-Smith come back on the Lakers.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. I would definitely want to see Gordon Franklin come back. But one person I don't want to come back is Reeves. He got to go. I'm sorry. He got to go.
Yes, there is a lot of people that does want Austin Reeves off the Lakers.
I was gonna say, if you say they want him back, I swear they are not
No.
true Laker fans that they want him back.
Mhm.
Um, who else? You know what? Because it's a lot of people that I don't want to see come back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the roster up. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Yes. Go James says Lewis Reeves is still under contract, bro. Yes,
One
he
person
is.
I don't want to see come back, and I know this is going to sound kind of mean, but I really don't. Bronny.
Who? Oh, why? Why? Why you don't want to see him come back?
LeBron. Can you hear me, my boy? Cut the cord.
So Rocky.
Let him be his own man. I know you want to try to protect him and all that, but he's grown now. Let him do his own thing. Let him develop on his own. Get him get him from up under your shadow, my guy. Yeah, I don't want to see Bronny come back. I don't, because I think in the long run it's gonna hurt him more than it's gonna help him.
You might be right. You might be right about that. You might be right.
Now I could be wrong, but I doubt it.
Yes, facts. Eric Kwan said they are a package deal.
Eric Wong, instead of you typing in the chat, come up here. Yeah, Eric, pull up. Stop being scared. You ain't going nothing.
Oh my God. Again, this is a pull-up show. Whoever would like to come up and talk a little basketball. If you guys are new, please hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you guys are new.
If not, y'all fired. If y'all don't subscribe to our channel, y'all fired. Big time.
And salute to everybody that is watching on Facebook. We are live on Facebook too. I would love to see Rui come back, to see if the Lakers give Rui another chance.
Really?
What? Yes. Salute, Eric. Welcome. How are you today?
You want Rui Hachimura back on the squad?
Rui did good for us.
You mean defensive purposes, or you mean shooting purposes?
I don't know. These role players want too much money to stay. I mean, is he like the long-term piece that?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I mean, is he worth like a 4-year contract?
Who, Rui?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it. I'm sorry. I just wouldn't do it.
That's what I'm saying, because these players are getting expensive.
Yeah, for 4 years, I wouldn't do it, bro. I wouldn't do it. Mm-mm.
Not even a 3-year for more money?
Ooh, that's a tough one on that one, because 4 years, I wouldn't do it. 3, I don't know. I still wouldn't do it. Even if it's 3 years, I still wouldn't do it.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, some of these guys can get 3-4-year contracts after next year. So, I mean, it's going to be a tough one because Austin Reeves is due next year and Billy's due, and then don't connect after next year.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, can't pay everybody. So,
somebody got to get the boot.
Somebody does.
Somebody got to get the boot.
Yeah. But Eric, so who would you like to see on the Lakers' current roster come back?
I mean, probably Finney Smith because he played with Luka in Dallas.
Yeah.
Yes.
But at probably like a 3-year contract and not the 4-year contract. So I'll probably say 3 years. I'll probably say 3 years.
So
because he's going to opt out and want more years on this contract.
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
I'll probably give him a 3-year deal if he opts out.
Yeah. I would like to see Dalton get another chance.
He's got next year to prove it.
He does.
Yeah.
I mean, some of these rookies have 2-year deals and some of these rookies have 4-year deals.
Yeah.
But Knicks had a 2-year deal with team options.
Yeah.
I would not like the Lakers to bring back Gabe Vincent.
He's got 1 more year left on his contract. So, I mean, they're gonna have to move some of the pieces to really fix the roster.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
Vanderbilt got 2 more years on his contract, so they're gonna have to do. I mean, that's gonna be a tough one to move because you're gonna have to attach draft picks to it. So
Yes.
Man, if they move Vanderbilt, that's gonna be the dumbest mistake they ever did.
It is, but I don't think Vanderbilt is gonna get moved. I think Vanderbilt is gonna be a Laker.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because his contract has 2 more years left on it.
Yeah. Do you guys see Shake Milton getting moved?
Well, his
Ooh.
contract's not guaranteed, so they're gonna have to move him to get something.
Welcome, Angry Salute.
Salute, man. Can y'all hear me, man? Am I good?
You good
You're
now?
good. Yes.
I have to come up here, man, because it sounds like everybody was asleep. What the hell going on with y'all, man?
We ain't sleep, only what you talking about?
Like y'all talking all monotone, and y'all y'all been out all fucking morning. Sorry for the cussing. Like, come on, man. What's going on, man? What's going on, man? Do I need to tell a joke? Do I need to put out a dad joke or something? Y'all need to laugh. What's going on, man?
No, it's just
I mean, sheesh. It's good to see. It's good to see Laker Girl live. But I don't know what's going on up here, man. Is it an AA meeting, convention meeting going on? What's going on, man? What y'all talking about?
We're just talking about who we love to see the Lakers bring back for next season and back NBA basketball in general, in playoffs, of course.
Oh, that's easy answers for me. Like, me and shout out to EQ. We talked about a lot of that on Rush Hour and talked about that on regular streams of how we both think and how we think personally. Um, I'm all about not bringing back people that's going to be a part of bringing us back something that we need. So if that means getting rid of AR, if that means getting rid of Vanderbilt, if that means getting rid of Rui, do it. If it helps the team better, if it helps the team get better with what we need, do it. If that means get us draft picks for this draft, not drafting in the future, for this draft, like trading up, because right now we only got the 55th pick. Trading up to the first round, if it involves us doing that, do that. There's a lot of great centers that we looked over that we can benefit from with drafting if we don't get our legitimate center uh in a free agency, and if Jackson Hayes don't pick up his player option and decide to walk off.
Yeah.
So I believe we need to focus mainly on, and I think Rob Pelinka is going to do it. I think we need to focus mainly on, letting LeBron James continue to sit in this rocking chair and sit back and relax and focus on building around Luka Doncic. And don't even worry about, look, you already know LeBron is going to take a vacation with the family and have all the Taco Tuesdays that he want. He gonna sign that. He gonna sign his he gonna sign it. He ain't going nowhere. Okay.
Yes.
Don't even worry about what LeBron gonna do. Just focus on assuming that he's gonna resign and continue to build the team around Luka, whether that's going through free agency, whether that's trading in free agency, or whether that's trading leading up to draft night or on draft night to trade up. Because I believe that we need to go get guys that's on and that can be on Luka's timeline, like getting people that's 25. Wait, what happened? Who was that?
I don't know. Somebody's background, not mine.
I just heard somebody talking over me. What's going on? I'm not even looking at the screen. I was talking. I heard a voice.
It was somebody who just joined.
Okay, what's up, man? What was I saying? Yeah, we basically need to get somebody that's going to be on Luca's timeline, whether they're 25 or under, especially in the center position. We do not need anybody that's, you know, well into their almost 30s. We need somebody young and athletic that can rebound and catch lobs. I mean, if you can score, that's a plus. But if you can rebound and catch lobs, that's all I'm looking for. That's all I'm personally looking for. Because even when Anthony Davis was here, rebounding was atrocious for this team. A lot of times we lose games because we are getting out rebounded. We don't have a chance to get second chance shots. We don't have a chance to stop them from fast breaks because they're getting rebounds and pushing the ball. Like we need some rebounders on this team. Like that we need to get that in our front court. Like we really need to get that in our front court. Like I believe, and if it's possible, I'm not sure what's like who's on the trade block or who's on free agency as a power forward. But I believe that we need to, if possible, move up in the draft and draft our center, draft the best, whatever we slot we at, draft the best center available at that point, and then go out there in free agency and look for a legitimate power forward that can rebound for you. Like that's what I think we need rebounding at the in the front court. I don't care about scoring. I don't care about you know none of that. In the front, you can get the scoring from your wing on down. The front court should be the ones protecting the paint and getting you boards. That's what I'm looking for, and that's what Luka's going to need. He had that in Dallas. So we gotta emulate what Dallas had to help Luka find success with this team. That's what I got to say. That's what I got to say right now.
Great take. Great take.
Yeah. So I had to wake y'all up for a minute, because before I got on here, I heard y'all snoring. So I had to like come in here with the take and wake y'all up and see what's going on and like man, am I on the right stream? Like I mean, I was about to bring my stand up comedy out for a minute because I was like, damn, man. But it's all good. It's good to see y'all. It's good to see Laker Girl live. Prayers up to you. I know you say you've been under the weather, so it's all good.
Yes, actually, I'm feeling better. Actually, I'm spending the day with my sister, and I
Okay,
decided to go live. People has been asking me to go live, and I was like, let me go ahead and do it live.
that's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to your sister, even though your sister should be up here, but it's all good.
Salute, Ready Twan, brother. How are you? Welcome.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. Just doing a little show. We're just talking little basketball. We're just talking who would everybody's love to see the Lakers bring back.
Uh, you asking me?
Yeah, so you could go ahead and give your thoughts.
Look, I just need somebody that's really going to demand the post, and I think we could run it back. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give the excuse that this team didn't have enough. What I'm saying, enough chemistry. What I'm saying, between LeBron and Luka to get it done. But I think if they had an off season where they could actually really run some stuff together as a team, I think we would have saw a whole lot better performance. Going into the postseason. But definitely, I think the most glaring is the post. I think if we get somebody that can demand the post, we can kind of figure out everything else around that. It's just as soon as they blow passes at the 3-point line, who's really down there to tell them ain't happening? We ain't got that.
Exactly, and that's why I said what I said. I think we need to look for that in both of our front court positions. Like we need that rebounding and rim protection from our center and our power forward. Like I think that'd be great. Like 'cause we can get it. We can get a center that could just do that. But you don't want to put all the pressure on him. Like if you got two, like you was talking about, if you got two people down there, because if you look at it, everybody's doing that. All right. Anyway, from our 2020 formula, everybody's doing that. We gotta build a roster to go against Oklahoma. If we can build a roster to beat OKC, we're good. Now that's I mean that's how I look at it. Because right now they're the standard in the West. They've been the number one seed for the longest. Okay, they look like they're about to go to the NBA Finals. If we can build a team to beat Oklahoma City, because they use a too big lineup,
Yeah.
we will
And
be
small.
straight. And yeah, if we, I know people keep saying, "Oh, Jokic, blah 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 blah, whatever." Okay, they're not the number one seed. They got put out. Okay,
Yep.
the
Yep.
standard is Oklahoma City. That's the standard. If we, long as we beat a team to contend with Oklahoma City, we'll be fine.
Hey, Liquor Girl, is it okay if I give a quick take real fast?
Go ahead. You could give your take. This is an open panel. Go ahead. You could give your take.
Like, I pretty much agree with what Angry was saying about the front court guys needing to, kind of do a little bit more than, what we saw these past couple seasons. Particularly from one guy, I kind of refuse to mention right now because, I don't want to set nobody off, But I mean, honestly, bro, I think everybody should just be able to give their own take about whatever they want to talk about. I don't really, rock with that whole notion of people being haters, because of a certain player or whatever. The thing is, like I say, I've been kind of noticing it myself, man. Like I say, we need guys in the front court, to be able to do it all. You know what I'm saying? We can't just have one guy, playing as a big man. And then our other guy, he's kind of, playing the position, like halfway a little bit. I mean, I'm being honest about it, bro. I think LeBron should come off of the bench at this point. And that's not because, I'm trying to make somebody feel good about what I'm saying. I'm trying to piss somebody off about what I'm saying. No, I had this same take, what I think last year after we lost the playoffs. Like I say, to me, the dude about to be 41 years old. How much longer do you want this guy to be a starter on the team? Then he's always in contention for being the best player on the team. Come on, man. We've never seen this done in NBA history before, where a 40-year-old guy is the best player on the team and he leads you to a championship. I think people need to kind of get back to what the reality of the situation is and, just not be so fanned out behind one guy. Right? With Kobe last seasons, if you could go back and ask any of his fans if they expect him to win a championship now, of course, you would have to look at the team and everything else like that. He probably didn't have, very good players around him like that. But like I say, we gotta always keep in mind, bro. These dudes have been playing for a long time. A lot of these young dudes, it's it's their time now, man. Like I say, we could do them like we did Russ. Just try to talk to them and bring them off the bench, but I understand people not gonna really, want to roll with it, and that's fine. But like I said, it is what it is, bro. We need two actual bigs, but two guys that can legit play the three, the 4 and the 5 spot. You can't keep putting LeBron out there at the 4, and then now we expected him to want to play in the paint or something like that. I'm talking about there was plenty of times, even in the playoffs, where Dorian Finney was basically in the paint, getting the rebound by himself. Everybody else just already at mid-court. How we gonna win games like that? Nobody out there to rebound the ball for real. Like I say, man, people can take it how they want, Like I said, this ain't got nothing to do with no hate, man. I wish people would stop thinking everything is about some damn hate. It just be for the damn team.
Yeah, I agree with you, Chris. I think I think we asked, especially when it comes to our bigs, I think we asked, there's a line of, yes, this person plays this position, but that's just not them. You know what I'm saying? And to ask Jackson Hayes to be a starting center, that ain't him. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like if we did, obviously Jackson Hayes is there, but it's just, if we had another center that was our starter, then we would look a whole lot better, because then you would have Jackson Hayes coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? And whatever he contributes off the bench would be a whole lot better than trying to say, oh, you're our starting center, and as a starting center, we need you to do X, Y, and Z. Well, with Jackson Hayes, you might just get X and Z. You ain't gonna get Y. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a fact. There's plenty of times where I've watched, and I was the one in the beginning of the season. I'll throw myself under the bus. I was high on Jackson Hayes coming to this team, because I saw the potential of what he could do with this team. And as a Laker, there was plenty of times where he got the ball and the key was wide open, or there was only one person. You know what I'm saying? One person in the key. And I'm like, dude, you're a 7-footer. Like, if I was a 7-footer and, you know what I'm saying, I saw one person down the key, it's Southwest. I'm taking a flight and they get nuts. You know what I'm saying? It's just simple as that. But that's just not Jackson Hayes. Or even if he didn't want to, you know what I'm saying, be on top 10 and dunk on somebody, okay, get the ball, because you get it from you most of the time he catches the ball from the free throw line. So if you get the ball from the free throw line, take a couple of steps in, and why can't you just do a little floater, and that will help. You know what I'm saying? That there's no scheme for that. We ain't got to run a play for that. That's just that's a bonus extra 2 points that we ain't got to run a play on when that opportunity is there. But it's just like, obviously he's not seeing that, because I can't anybody that has basic basketball IQ would take that chance any day. You tell me I got one person in the key, I like those chances.
Yep.
So but again, we were forcing a backup to be a starter, and I think that's why, with Jackson Hayes. But again, if we address a starting center, then we can slide him to the back, and whatever he gives us from there, it'll help us on the back end. Just my thought.
Let me ask you guys a question for the panel. With free agency coming up, if you guys had to, which players would you guys love to see on the Lakers to play with Luka? We all know LeBron is going to be retiring in a couple of years, and this would be Luka's team. Who would you guys love to? Which players would you guys love to see on the Lakers play with Luka?
What players from other team that we like to bring over
Yes,
to play with Luca?
to play with Luka.
Um, I would say, bring over guys that he's familiar with. Like I look like Daniel Gafford want to be out of there. So
I was about to say that. Go ahead and cook, brother.
yeah, I would say bring him over. I mean, that's part of the thing when you building around Luca, especially somebody that was traded away without their knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
You want familiar faces around him. So far he does have Dorian Finney-Smith and Maxi Kleber, so he's kind of feel more, like himself a little bit. But yeah, just keep building around what made him good. I mean, he went to the finals, last year, you know, alongside Daniel Gafford, and Maxi Kleber. So just bring back some familiar faces. I had Nick Claxton, but then somebody reminded me how bad of a free throw shooter he is. So
Yeah, that wouldn't look too good.
yeah, I was like, nah, I don't
Yeah.
want that. I don't want that. So yeah, I will start off with that. I'll just start off with Daniel Gafford. We need to address the biggest need first, and that's a center.
Mm-hmm.
So I will start with that.
Mhm.
I
All right,
I,
anybody else?
I was thinking the same thing because when I heard that the Mavericks were looking to move, what I'm saying, like obviously they got to clear that out because if they're I don't know how the NFL, I mean not the NFL, I talk Raider football, so sometimes I get it mixed up. The NBA, if the NBA is allowing the obviously the Mavericks to get the number one pick, they're bringing in another forward. So they're really, what I'm saying, their forwards and centers are they got to get rid of one, and I think Gafford was one of those guys, and Gafford actually worked well with Luka, so that was kind of my A for A1 for us, because again, we need a center, but it would be a benefit to get a center that Luka's already worked with, where, what I'm saying, it's not all they doing is changing jerseys. What I'm saying? The
Right.
lob is going to be there. What I'm saying? It's going to be almost like riding a bike. What I'm saying? It's just going to be like, hey, we on the Lakers, but we doing some of this Maverick, what I'm saying? Because you could tell even in certain games and I hate to put it on Jackson Hayes, because that was when he was trying to do it, there was a lot of times Luka was he got into the paint and he was like, hey, Jackson, come on, bail me out, and just wasn't there. So to have somebody that knows, hey, Luka looks like he's about to do that good old, what I'm saying, whatever, I'm gonna be right there waiting for it. It is going to benefit us. It's gonna speed us up. Where Luka, might have to work something out with another center. He'll just kind of know body language, like, and I think that'll definitely help us there. So he was one of those guys. I hate to say I was kind of like really, really looking at, and not really looking at anybody else. I wanted somebody that, work with Luka, because that's definitely what we're gonna need, not just now, but moving forward.
I have to agree. We need somebody on the Lakers that can work with Luka.
I mean, shout out to John Cena, but his time is now, man. Like, and I want to kind of respond to what Go James said. Shout out to Go James, where he said that LeBron, at this point in his career, LeBron should be coming off the bench, and I believe that's part of building around Luka Doncic is for LeBron to take a step back. Like he don't know how good that would be for the team for him to be coming off the bench, and it's not a demotion. Like a lot of great Hall of Famers came off the bench. A lot of great Hall of Famers wasn't a full-time starter. I mean, you always say you have nothing else to prove. Your fans say you got nothing else to prove. So why does it matter if you're producing off the bench? I mean, we can look at it as Laker fans and be like, just imagine, just imagine a LeBron James that just made the All NBA second team going against other teams' second unit. Like, but they don't want to do that. I don't think our coaching staff is strong enough to want to do that. Like they ain't going to do that. Now, if it was somebody like a Greg Popovich or anybody that's old school like that, they'll talk to LeBron about that. But I don't think this coaching staff is got the cojones to do that. I'm gonna just say it like that. But yeah, man, I believe that dinner that they had. And I'm gonna keep saying this. That dinner that Luka, JJ, and Rob Pelinka had. That show right there that there's signs of things to come where it's going to be a huge change going forward. Like this might be a brand new team by the time the 25-26 season starts. Like it might be a brand new team. You never know because he keeps saying that this team is going to be different. He said in his press conference that this team is going to be a different team.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So Rob Pelinka, like I keep on bringing up, Jeannie Buss gave him the keys. She's stepping back. She gonna let Rob work. So I'm looking for Rob to don't even worry about LeBron James. Like I said earlier, don't worry about LeBron James. You already know he's coming back. Just assume that he's gonna resign, okay? And just focus on sitting in the lab with JJ Redick and Luka Doncic to figure out who they both want to bring in. Like you gotta include Luka Doncic in those decisions. Listen to what he got to say and all that type of stuff because the offense is going to go through him. So whoever he needs you to try to bring in, whoever he needs you to try to draft, just listen to it, strongly consider it, and do the best you can. Just please. That's all I'm asking as a Laker fan. Just do that. Just please do that. Just make Luka Doncic your priority. You got rid of an NBA champion to get this guy. So you got to show that he's that important to where now going forward, every move, every draft pick is going to be focused around his play style. And that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. I really don't care about big names. I don't care about if it's a superstar or not. Just get somebody that fits alongside not only Luka's play style, but JJ Redick's coaching scheme. That's it. That's it. And one last thing, real quick. So, somebody brought this up that made a lot of sense. I believe it was on another YouTube channel I was looking at. If you look at the Indiana Pacers, they don't have no superstars over there. They got one that's molding into one in Tyrese Halliburton. They don't have no superstars over there. What they basically did was get a group of people, get a group of guys that can come together, and fit in with Rick Carlisle's, coaching scheme. That's all they did. If you believe in if you hired your coach because you believed in him or her. So if you believe in him or her, you're going to go out there and get guys that can fit his scheme. And that's basically what's happening with the Indiana Pacers, and it's working.
So yeah, Angry.
So yeah.
Hey, 2019, bro. Did you think Kawhi Leonard was a superstar? Like before he won the chip.
Like before he won the chip?
Yeah, but with Toronto.
He never played enough games for me to consider him a superstar. But he was definitely an all-star level talent. Like he was an all NBA talent, I would say. But He don't play enough games for me to be like, oh, he's a superstar.
So you kind of thinking along the lines of like a team like that: Pascal, Kawhi, Kyle Lowry, Marc Gasol. And, it was somebody else they had in the starting line.
I would think it was OG Anunoby, right?
Yeah,
Serge
Or was,
Ibaka,
or was he on the bench?
Serge.
or he's not. He's on the bench.
I think Serge was. Man, that's
Oh yeah, he
crazy.
was, huh? And
Yeah,
there was Danny Green, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like a team full of, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say like role players type guys, but you know, one guy could be like star level, you know what I'm saying, borderline superstar, you know what I'm saying, and some good defensive pieces, scoring pieces. Because you know, like I said, man, this team, I don't know. I think some people, I don't want to say everybody. I think some people think, you know, we keep getting all these star players or whatever, you know, that's gonna win for us and stuff like that. I mean, it could, you know. I think it's just, you know, when some guys get out of their prime, it's a little bit, you know, it's a little bit different. You know, looking at a guy like Russ, he was kind of out of his prime by the time he got to the Lakers, but he was still, you know, borderline all-star type guy, not superstar level though. You know, and for some reason they thought it was gonna work. It's what 22, 11, and 11 on the Wizards. I mean, numbers can be deceiving just like looks. You know, I just really hope that they don't go for no superstar type guy, no all-star type guy, and it ain't gonna really, you know what I'm saying, help the team with winning. You know, I've seen things about Giannis and like other guys like that. I mean, you know, if a deal for Giannis come up, I mean, you would have to take it. You know, just like the Luka did. But you know, some of these other guys, you know, like Zach LaVine and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know. Like I wouldn't mind them. I wouldn't mind them on the team. But you know, we gotta win. I don't know. It just seemed like guys are just getting, you know, cycled, you know, to the Lakers at some point in their career. Like the Lakers probably done had the most guys play for their team than like any other damn team in the league or something. You know what I'm saying? Or if you wanted to look at it from the guys that's in the league right now, just about probably half of them dudes that played for the Lakers at some point. Well, hell, even like the top 50 guys or some other 75 guys or something like that. Like we got to stop trading for guys that ain't gonna help the team win. And then when you need them, you know, some of them out with injuries, some of them not playing well, some of them not getting minutes. Like I said, that's why I always looked at the coach like, bro, we got you here for a reason. Everybody believed in you, even when I know some really didn't believe in. You know what I'm saying? He gotta step it up this next season, man. I ain't trying to hear no excuses for this dude, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What is you guys' thoughts on Jokic being their free agency? Say they're playing him and Luka teaming up.
Free agents.
I mean,
Wait, Jokic and Luka playing together?
I will only do that if LeBron is not here.
Hell no.
No.
You only do that, LeBron.
Hey,
Oh,
look, hey, and the reason why I'm saying hell no, look, hey, and let me clarify this because I don't want nobody unsubscribing to my channel. I'm still trying to get to 500. Now, anyway, look, I need people that can run, and we already know Luka can't. So why are you gonna put two slow
Yeah.
guys out there and then ask for them to try to play some defense? It ain't gonna happen.
You're right.
And,
You're right, bro.
And really, what rim is Jokic protecting
Yeah, you're right.
as a center? So like I know, like he's a talented guy, but I think it would be the wrong fit. I really do.
I agree.
Because again,
would be.
you have again they're both slow. So what are what fast break is there going to be? What you know what I'm saying? You got to ask all those questions.
Bro, it would take us back to Jackson Hayes all over again, bro. If that happened. I'm sorry. It would.
But this
Hey,
is what
I
you
ride
need.
with
Y'all make excellent points, and I agree with your points. But this is what you also got to remember.
What's up?
If you have a team with Luka and Jokic, okay,
Okay.
both of them guys have made it to the NBA Finals running an offense. When you don't have to you can if you got both of them guys, okay, you can limit both of their minutes because when one goes out, the other one can run the offense like effectively. Like you don't have to see Luka playing a lot of minutes. You don't have to see Jokic playing a lot of minutes. And I understand he's not a rim protector. He's not by any means. But what he can do, he can rebound the ball. He can score. He can pass the rock. He does all of those at a high clip. Like you could still get like a backup center that can block shots.
I can see the future of that, but right now, nah, I'm good with all that, man. I think Jokic will stay in Denver or or going where his hometown so he can play with his horses, man. Listen, man. Listen. I'd rather get Giannis before Jokic. And even with that, until LeBron leaves, that collab ain't gonna happen soon. So Jokic, great player, but he's a defensive liability. He's basically he's like the Eastern European version of when it comes to defense, like Kwame Brown or something, man. Like dude can't
Wait
move
a
for
minute, are
nothing.
you just comparing him to Kwame?
Yeah, he
As far as
did.
defense.
Damn.
As far as defense, though. Come on, man. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, man. Everyone's hyping up Jokic as if he's like the cream of the crop, but still, when it comes to defense, he sucked. He's like the best center that suck at defense.
And you notice, like, even if you look at the team that he was successful on, everybody around him was athletic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you could cover up for it. You know what I'm saying? You can cover up for that. But let's go to NBA Live and let's lock in Luka, let's lock in Jokic, and then let's lock in LeBron, who picks and chooses when he wants to run. How does that look?
Yeah, you're right.
No. See, that's why I rated Twan. That's why I said I won't only do that if LeBron wasn't there. I hear you, like, but again, I think we have to put the elephant on. I ain't gonna say elephant in the room. We're gonna put the elephant on the table. LeBron picks and chooses when he wants to put in effort. So it's not like, oh, he's gonna run, he's gonna, you know what I'm saying, lock down. Like, he picks and chooses when he does that, and he's old enough to do that. I don't blame him for being 60 years old trying to guard somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the oldest guy out there. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why he's doing that, but it doesn't work when you have, again, if you had Jokic and you had Luka that are both slow. It's like, dang, who's gonna help us? You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna really run down the field? You know, run down the court and try to, you know what I'm saying, stop the fast break, at least enough for people can, you know, so people can set up.
Yeah.
Because that's what they. If I was again, I like to play opposing coach. If I was an opposing coach and that was our lineup, I would be like, hey, you know what? This week we gonna do a whole lot of cardio. We gonna hit the treadmill because when we hit Sunday night and we playing the Lakers, we running.
I mean,
So,
I do think it was great for JJ Redick to come out and say that he wants everybody to get in shape.
Yeah, yeah.
So
he needs
hopefully
to.
we see that.
Man,
Yeah,
I would
hopefully we
say,
do.
and I would say to JJ, hey, shoot, I hope next year you be better at coaching. That's for sure. Talking about UAC. We got a fat Luca went to the NBA Finals, but when he comes over here, he only comes to the first round. I'm just saying about that. Just saying.
I mean to Luca's thing. I mean he came in the middle of the season. Now if we had him like in the beginning of the season and lost in the first round, I'll look at it like okay. But
Those are not the same pieces that you play with.
yeah, he had to adjust.
And he had to do that on the fly too. It wasn't like he, fresh in the gate. He had to get used to it.
So y'all really think like this live threat thing is an actual thing for Luka?
I think it helps him a lot. Yeah, I mean, I think because he's that type of guy that loves to get centers involved that way,
Right.
and it kind of gives them easy shots because if Luka's driving to the rack, you know, he's absorbing the whole team down there. False. He
And
can
not
just
just
lob it
Whoa.
up and they dunk it.
and not just that, the ball has to get to the paint in order for that floor to be open, instead of ball being stuck side to side, and that's why he got
Right.
big. So the ball has to touch the paint in order for the floor to be open.
Right. And we brought this up before, like just being a lob threat with the right playmaker can get you paid or turn you into an all-star. I mean, look what Chris Paul did to DeAndre Jordan. Look what James Harden did with Clint Capella.
Yeah,
Look look what Russell Westbrook did with Steven Adams.
bro, DeAndre Jordan made the damn first team All NBA before.
Yeah,
Yeah, just by blocking shots and catching lobs.
Chris Paul. Yeah, Chris Paul.
So that's why I'm saying you don't need a big name person if you can just catch lobs. Like look what Luka was doing with Jackson Hayes. I mean, he wasn't getting that when Anthony Davis was here.
Like
Like he got a lot of easy buckets with Luka.
Yeah, you got to
So
be the right.
yeah.
You probably have to be the right type of live threat because to me, Jackson Hayes is kind of a live threat in a way, right? But he's kind of more like a slasher too, though.
Yeah.
So you just need like a straight up live threat. It ain't go like, well, I'm a live threat this play and the next couple of plays. No, I'm not a live threat. He should have.
You gotta be willing.
You think JJ Redick just kind of panicked in a way and just didn't want to play him that much after he saw how the game was first going?
That's not wrong with anyway now. That's right.
I think. Go ahead, PQ.
It's just that their backcourt doesn't move the ball fast enough. And that's why Luka was here. Because the ball doesn't move fast. It's just
Mhm.
And I think with JJ Redick, it was all just, him being a rookie. Hopefully he learned from his rookie mistakes, and he come back the next year stronger.
Man, I expect anything less, man. Expect nothing less. You can't do the same thing like you always do.
You can't say like he always do. This is his first year coaching.
Just like what the Knicks are doing, Jalen Brunson. That's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. Igor, I have a question for you. Are you believing this hype where all these reporters are saying that they want Giannis on the Lakers because Lou Williams said on First Take yesterday
No,
we would love to see Giannis on the Lakers? Are you believing this hype?
no.
They would love to see Giannis on the Lakers because they want to see Lakers get rid of everything and be depleted.
Yeah, they do.
And that's why I never believe any of these
No.
mainstream media because they all Laker haters. They do all they can to make these trade scenarios to where the Lakers are giving up the farm. And we're not doing that. Rob Pelinka's not doing that. I would love to have Giannis on the team if it was post LeBron.
Well, Angry, what about free agency then?
Yeah, if it was free agency, hopefully LeBron would be gone, and then I'll do it.
He should. I think Giannis got what, 2 more years?
Yeah, imagine those cross court passes from or downhill passes, should I say, from Luka to Giannis just running on a fast break. That's an easy dunk every time.
Giannis is 28, so.
Hey, nah, real talk though, bro. Hey, my bad, EQ, but hey, man, what if they try to recreate the big three again, man? Luka, Giannis, and Joker.
You say Luka, Giannis, and who?
And Joker.
I mean, that would be a deadly trio, but at the same time, I don't think we're going to have any money to put the right pieces around it.
That would be one of the highest paid teams in NBA history. You can't make any moves after that.
But that would be a deadly trio. That would be a deadly trio because Joker don't got to be in the paint to be effective.
It's going to cost more than what Phoenix had with their 3. So.
That would be a deadly trio. We'll be stuck somewhere in that second 15th apron or something. I don't know, because that's a lot of money.
We don't want that again.
Yeah, we don't want that.
That's a lot of money.
That's gonna be more than what Phoenix paid for theirs.
Yeah.
They kind of saying that Luka, I don't really know how strong it is, but there's been kind of rumblings about Luka and Jokic want to team up.
I heard that too. That's what I said. That's why I said, Goat James, I'll do it if LeBron wasn't here.
Right.
Or if LeBron was committed to the bench. That's the only way I'll do it.
Real talk though. Now, I think that's the only way, because, like I said, I think Giannis got like 2 years or something left, like 2 or 3 years left on this deal.
Yeah.
Like this dude LeBron trying to play that damn long.
There we go.
Now, real talk though, he would have to come out with a bench by then.
So what? He gonna play another 4 years?
Oh my God!
I mean, he probably would think about that, right?
I think he's going to play another 2 years because I think he's probably going to wait a year to see if
Bryce beat Tom Brady at the whole league.
Yeah, but Eric, I think he's probably going to play another 2 years, and I think he's going to probably play a year with Bryce and then retire.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Yeah, see, he's just waiting for him to retire his son.
Here's the thing, though. 2 years, it can't be 50-something million per year. I'm not doing no.
It really can't. You got to at least go 25.
No, I need to go 15.
Damn.
I mean, if he's a bench guy,
maybe the vet minimum. I don't care. You're a billionaire, man.
5 million. Put your ass in the bench.
Okay, so Angry, we're gonna switch from Lakers for a minute. Let me get y'all thoughts on these playoffs. Have y'all been watching the playoffs?
I really have, yeah. Because Indiana's my dark horse team, so I've been watching it.
I watched last night, and I think honestly, I think it's gonna be Indiana and Thunder. But I think Thunder's gonna win it all.
Mm,
Am I
I
wrong?
mean, you can't be. I mean, I mean, I don't think anybody would dispute that. Um, it would be, but people not looking at is that I believe OKC and possibly Indiana would be a hell of a playoff series. I'm seeing people on Twitter saying this would be the most boring series ever. I don't know how.
No, man.
I can't
No,
lie, man.
it
He
wouldn't.
moves like James Harden.
What happened? What about James Harden?
Yeah, he moves like James Harden. He always foul baiting. Dude, if someone was about to touch him, he acted when he got shot.
I mean, but look at
Still,
this though. Look at this though. On the flip side, I brought this up before. If you look at Indiana's style of play, their style of play gets the other team in foul trouble as well. So it'll kind of be like
a foul off.
kind of.
No.
But I believe that that would be a good series because both
Yeah.
teams got some solid depth.
Man, if I could see them foul every single time, I'll be like, Oprah, you get
No,
fouled. You get
no,
fouled. Everyone gets a foul.
no, that's
We can't
foil
shoot
sweep.
free throws throughout the whole game.
That's a foil sweep. I mean, the reason why is because Indiana's not equipped for that type of a team. They're equipped for certain teams, but this Thunder team, I don't think they have it. No.
But EQ, that's a hell of a point. Okay, that's a hell of a point. And I just want to say this too. Indiana did go to New York and win the first two games in New York,
Yep.
beating the same team that took out the NBA champions.
Yeah.
So they could have a chance against Oklahoma City.
I don't know about all that. I think Indiana will choke in the
Because
finals.
if you look at it, if the Celtics are fully healthy, they're damn near demolish OKC.
That is true.
Yeah, but
That is true.
Halliburton is facing Shea and not guys that are smaller. So
I mean, but Jalen Brunson is stronger than Shea. He is. He's built like a Derek Fisher. I know EQ said that's not good enough.
I know. You can see it on his face like,
Oh wow.
he made that face like, come on, Laker girl, next subject.
Exactly.
So the Celtics is the only team that could have beat OKC. What about Cleveland?
No, I think the Knicks could too if they was to lose to
yeah,
Indiana.
yeah, but the Knicks flopped the first two.
Yeah.
If the Knicks were to beat Indiana, I think they could beat OKC.
Yeah, the Knicks don't have a bench. That's my point.
Because Knicks got some great players that can play both sides of the court.
Except for the bench.
Yeah, except for the bench. Well, shit, Thibodeau don't even play his bench like that.
I mean, OKC plays a bench.
Do you guys think Minnesota is gonna win one of these games at home?
They have no choice. They play tonight, right? Or play today?
I think they play tonight.
So
they have no choice.
Yeah, they got to win game 3 though.
Yeah, they do.
First game it was Anthony Edwards' fault, and last game it was Julius Randle's fault.
They're saying, yeah.
So they both got to learn from their mistakes and try to get one of these games in Minnesota.
They do.
But I always been that type to where whoever takes the Lakers out, I'm hoping they make the finals at least so I can feel better about myself. But if they lose, and there's no shame in losing to the number one seed. They're the number one seed for a reason. There's no shame in losing to OKC. But I just hope they just don't get swept. Like go in there at least try to win one game.
I mean, it could happen.
It could. It very well could. Maybe Julius Randle needs to stop using them Skechers. And you know, I keep seeing that slip-on Skechers commercial with Julius Randle, man.
And
Yeah.
and the old man Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy, man.
That 3 points game.
Rudy
Wait,
looks
how
pretty
old is
old out there.
I just think if Rudy wasn't getting paid what he was getting paid, if Rudy was getting paid like
Hey,
maybe
Utah had to pay
15
him.
mil,
Utah had
yeah,
to pay him.
it's Utah fault.
Yeah.
If Rudy pay average was about 10 to 15 mil, I
He's
would love him on
33.
the Lakers.
He's 33. Getting up there in age.
And when is his contract over, EQ?
2028
Damn.
Yeah,
for
2
38
more
million.
years.
For 38 million.
Eesh.
Yeah, he got 200. Wait, hold up.
Mm.
Hey, EQ, so that was an extension? Like he was still on the
That was
contract,
that was a
right?
Utah extension, yeah.
Yeah.
And they went from Rudy's extension to Markkanen's extension. Boy, that's not.
Must be the money.
Yep.
And then Market got hurt this year.
So Utah just pay you and trade you, huh?
Mhm.
Pretty much.
Man.
Hey, that's how they do it, man. They up the price. You know what I'm saying? So when they trade you, you got value.
Yeah, and it was smart, I guess, on Utah's end.
Now they can't get out of it.
Because you got to match the dollar amount, right? When you make a trade. So
Yep.
if I give someone 200 mil, I got to get
Yeah.
200 mil back. Not saying that person I gave off is 200 mil,
Nope.
but
Nope.
what I get back is it gotta match up.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as Minnesota don't win a championship, Utah won the trade.
Exactly.
I don't know about
Well, let me
Utah.
just say if they don't win a championship while Rudy Gobert's on the roster. I'll say that.
I mean, Utah got all the picks. They got Markkanen, and they still can't put a functional team out there.
See, but here's the thing about that EQ. They're doing the right thing. He's just not smart. Like
I
he's
mean,
just
we'll
not
see what
smart.
they do in this draft since they can get
No,
the
this.
number. We'll see.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, EQ. He's taking the right steps. He just don't know how to close the deal like Sam Presti. Sam Presti stockpile picks and use them right.
Mm-hmm.
Like he actually builds a team.
He had the same issue in Boston. That's my point.
Yeah. So he got the formula down. He just don't know how to serve it.
No.
Pause. So I don't know if that's gonna be a formula Rob Pelinka ever adopt, but it would be nice to consider how the CBA is. You know, it'll save you money getting guys on rookie contracts.
Well, he's got the Luka formula at this point. So.
Yeah, but Luka, I mean, the only high contract that was next to him was Porzingis at one point. He got shipped out. Kyrie Irving.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think guys like Daniel Gafford or Derek Lively was on high contracts.
No. Gafford
So
was still under Washington contract.
yeah, so that's what I was saying earlier. You don't need like no big league type players. As long as they know how to play alongside Luka's game,
And
you good.
Lively was the draft pick that they traded with OKC.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. I'll say if you're gonna go after another star or another all-star type person, or with all-star caliber ability, it needs to be a wing.
Yep.
Like I would love to have an OG Anunoby or a Jalen Williams or even a fucking what's his name, Derek White.
Or Paulo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like
go
you
with
really
Paulo.
you really don't need no superstar or all-star in your front court.
Yeah, I go with Paulo.
You think he
Yeah,
leaving though? Like you think he'll leave Orlando?
I mean, they got Franz Wagner's contract. They got Sucks' contract. And then if they sign Paulo to that big contract, they'll get a second apron already.
Yeah, everybody looking out for money right now.
But yeah,
Who make more out of Paolo and Wagner?
it's going to be Paulo.
right
Yeah,
now.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be Paulo.
Damn,
Because he was,
I thought he
because he was
was
the number one pick. Because he was the number one pick.
Wait, so his
Mm.
number one pick contract is
It's bigger than,
more than no boy?
yeah. Mm-hmm. Paulo's gonna get at least 55, 60 a year. So
Yeah.
I mean, Orlando doesn't have a choice because if they let him walk, it's like all these teams are gonna be offering those types of contracts out there, and then Orlando got to match it.
Yeah, deals
They
like
got to
that
pay
can ruin the
Sims.
league too.
They
I
got
I
to
mean,
pay.
think Rudy Gobert's contract ruined the league because all big men gonna be looking for big money. You see Daniel Gafford say he want to get paid like a starting center.
see, that's why I got to be careful in trading for Gafford.
I mean, do he even have the numbers? Gotta have the numbers. 'Cause I mean, at least Rudy had the numbers somewhere.
I mean, Paulo is their franchise player. They don't have a choice.
Yeah, Rudy had the accolades. He had the Defensive Player of the Years.
Yeah, but Utah wasn't going to keep him long term.
You got to at least have the numbers or accolades for me to give you a big contract or a no trade clause or anything like that. Like
And
I'm not
that's
just
why
gonna be throwing those out.
Utah traded Donovan Mitchell.
One of them gonna be gone. EQ, him or Garland, they're gonna be gone.
I think Garland is gone. They just gave
I will.
Mitchell. They just gave Mitchell the 3-year contract. So Garland's gonna be gone.
I would love to get Jared Allen. He'd be a good lob threat and a defender.
Yeah, but I think Kenny likes him with the Brooklyn days, so I don't think he's going anywhere.
I wonder if Rob be on the phone.
He
If he's been
probably is.
talking to me.
He probably is.
Cause a team that's not in the playoffs start trading.
He can only talk with the teams that are not in the playoffs. So
Yeah.
and there's only 4 teams left. Mm-hmm.
Hey, what y'all think about Sabonis?
He makes so much money.
I don't think Keen's gonna do business with us.
Sacramento will give him 45 a year. Like,
I mean, he would help us going against Dallas because he always gave AD problems.
yeah, but not at $45 million though.
Nah.
We got 2 players making at least 50. Like,
I would love him in the 4 spot, like the 4 position, like coming in as a power forward, not as my center though.
and that's what makes the Halliburton trade even worse if they trade Sabonis.
Yeah, 'cause they traded for each other. They got traded for each other. bet Kings is kicking themselves in the ass right now.
And they let Fox go still.
Yep.
They chose Fox over Halliburton and ended up trading Fox.
Yep.
Didn't really get nothing back for it.
Now they ain't got no
They got
point
some
guard.
picks.
No,
Got some picks on it.
just a bunch of Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan.
Oh yeah, that's that. Okay, that 3-team trade. I'm sure.
Then I heard about them possibly getting off of DeRozan.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm not taking his $30 million. Not taking $30 million off their books.
I mean, I would have loved DeRozan like 5-6 years ago, but
Now, no, I'm good.
Not for 30.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the show because I have an engagement to go to. As always, I appreciate everybody for coming on. Angry, go ahead and give out your channel where people can follow you, please.
y'all can follow me on Lakers World Order Empire. Just type in Lakers World Order Empire on YouTube. And if you love wrestling, just type in Angry Lakers Fan versus WWE. I'll be on both of those channels.
Go ahead, Lewis, give out your channel. Lewis.
Lewis, stop digging in your nose, man.
No, I can get something to drink. Y'all can follow me at Lakers for Life 50. Y'all know where to find me.
Raider Twan, bro, go ahead and give out your channel where people can follow you.
You're on mute. Yeah, mute.
He's on mute. I can't hear.
He doing that on
I'm
purpose.
sorry. I know you got. I know a lot of people are in the LA area, and we know that the Raiders, they run the LA area. So if you are a Raiders fan, come on over to Raider Twan on YouTube. It is actually just like you see on the screen. You know what I'm saying? If you see that, then you at the right place. Raider Twan on YouTube. And I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers so I can go ahead and get some more Laker gear. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's completely free to do.
It ain't free. Not on Raider Twan. It ain't free. It ain't free on mine either.
Oh, Lord.
It's gonna cost y'all about $300 on both ends. So y'all better do it now.
And if you guys have a channel, please follow my brother, DJ Lakers and 5. Follow Major Label Entertainment. And you guys stay tuned for some upcoming interviews. I do have some special guests, and I will be having some special co-hosts. Until next time, this is your girl, Laker Girl. Everybody, thank you for tuning in.
Have a blessed afternoon.
Salute, y'all.